So in this lesson, I'm basically going to go through and do a very preliminary design in Revit. So what we're going to start with, anytime that we start with a design, we're going to start with a sketch that we came up with. So we started out with a basic list of things that we wanted to have in the house. We have 2,000 square feet. We wanted to have 3 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bedrooms minimum. The site that we have to work with, the road is going to be right here, and the woods are going to be in the back. And then from that list we basically came up with all these different rooms, and the 3 things that we really want to accomplish here is we don't want to worry so much about exactly where the walls are, exactly where everything is. We're looking at room relationships. So what I mean by that is where one room is in relationship to the other room. We also want to focus on where the rooms are in relationship to the sun path and relationship to the site. So like the road, if we have the road right up here, we probably don't want to have the garage in the back of the property. And if we want privacy in our dining and living room, we probably don't want to put those out front towards the road. If it's very important to us to have a Christmas tree in the front of the house in the living room, then we probably want to have that out here. And if we want to have a private deck patio, then it's probably going to want to be in the back of the house. So that's how the rooms relate to the site. The third thing that we're looking for is proportions. So this is difficult for people just starting out, but basically my bathroom shouldn't be as large as my garage. So my garage is really going to be the biggest room in my building, and you can kind of see that from here. Then probably going to be my living room, and bathrooms are going to be maybe 1/3 of the size of a living room, and bedrooms are probably going to be a little bit smaller than the living room. Now whenever we get into the master bedroom, it would have to be significantly bigger, wants to accommodate a king-size bed, possibly 2 dressers, walk-in closet, and a in-suite or en-suite master bath also. So if we switch over to Revit, what we have started here is the actual site plan. You can see that over here, the site plan, it is set up with the actual coordinates for the property that we're going to use. And it has the setback lines on what the local municipality is requiring us to set back from building. And the next thing that it has is it's actually laid out for north, south, east, west. So what we can do is we can come down here and we can turn our sun path on. We could also turn the shadows on to see where it's at, and we can basically see where the sun is at any given point of the day. So towards the winter, the sun is going to be taking this path, and if we go to the summer, go to June 21st, it's going to be taking this path. So that is a lot of review, but very important to remember whenever you're laying out the rooms with relationship to the site. So what we also did is in the first floor plan view, these are the same property lines that we had in the site plan. The only difference is we adjusted the actual north to, or the true north, to the project north. So we made the project north so that we could actually have it laid out so we don't have to be drawing our walls at different angles and things. So right now this is a 1/2 inch scale. I'm going to bump it up to a 1/4. And whenever I'm starting out this file, I basically have all these different components already loaded into the project so that I don't have to constantly be going to load new projects. And I'll probably save this as a template file so that I could use these every time right from the start instead of having to load these every single time. So just to go through quickly, we have a table and chairs, and these are actually grouped so that whenever I move these around, I don't have to move them individually. I have a credenza, which we're going to serve as a buffet or a hutch. So this is basically going to be dining room or dining area. I have a bench that I will just use for the foyer. I have a person, so I can establish some scale. I have a twin size bed. I have a king size bed. If I'm doing a master bedroom, I like to design it for a king size bed. That way I can basically fit that whether they want that or not. I also have a dresser and a nightstand. For the laundry room, I have a washer and a dryer. For the kitchen, I have a refrigerator, a range, a dishwasher, and a double sink. Now, I've adjusted all these. They have different sizes. The default one in Revit is actually like 46 inches or 42 inches wide. Most kitchen sinks that are doubles are 33 inches wide. Most dishwashers are 24 inches wide. Most ranges are 30 inches wide. And the refrigerator is 35, so it's actually a little bit small, but it'll work. And then we have a desk and chair, and we basically have that as a group as well. I have a couch and another credenza, and I put a 50-inch TV on top of that. And then for the bathroom, I have a few different options. Over here, these dash lines are actually cabinets, vanity cabinets, and then I have a lavatory that I can put into those. And I'm not going to worry about a countertop for them right now, but I basically have a few different options. I have a 48-inch, I have this single door 24-inch, and then I have a 30-inch. And we can adjust those real easily as well. I didn't put a shower in. Basically what I would do from this initial design is design for a bathtub, and then if I want to replace it with a shower, I can have a nice size shower. And I also have a couple walls in here. This is my standard exterior wall, and if I look at this real quickly and go through and see that I have an exterior finish that's 3/4 of an inch. I have OSB 1/2 inch. I have a 5.5 inch stud layer, and I have 1/2 inch GWB or gypsum wallboard or drywall on the inside. I also have an interior wall, and I think this is showing up incorrectly. Let's see. That is just a generic wall, so I have an interior wall in here somewhere as well. Seems to have disappeared right now, so I'll just real quickly go through and grab the interior wall, my interior wall, and this is 3.5 inch stud and drywall on each side, 1/2 inch drywall on each side. So all of this is review, and the one thing I do want to note is the exterior wall. It's going to start at level 1 or first floor plan level as the base constraint, and it's going to go up to the exterior wall needs to go up to the roof plane. The interior wall is going to start at first floor plan, and it needs to go up to top of wall. And I'm actually going to move this bathtub. Click on it, pick new host, and I'm going to put that on that interior wall. I'm going to go ahead and delete this wall. If I look at that in 3D, I can see that I have all that stuff set up. You can see that this wall is actually going up higher than that because this is going up to a roof layer. And if I look at my elevation real quickly, you can see all that stuff in elevation. You can see that I have all my levels set up. I have a top of wall, a roof plan, first floor plan, the top of foundation, the basement, and the top of footing. You can also see that my exterior wall goes up to the roof plan, and my interior wall goes up to top of wall. Alright, so a lot of review in there, but very important stuff. So I'm going to start out with my layout, and just for a real quick refresher, I'm going to look at this. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. Rotate it this direction. And I'm going to start laying out my garage and my entryway and a bedroom up here. So I don't have any cars in here. I'm going to go ahead and drop some cars in here, and I'm going to go out and find those. So I'm going to go to Site. Nope, not in there. Let's look